It's the first time I'm going to go live on YouTube, Ben and I'm going to review some backpacks. He is dying to get into this one backpack that I have here. So I'm going to show those to you and give you the pros and cons list. So maybe you can make an informed decision because I have four. I actually have five. And there are pros and cons to some, and some that I would repurchase and others that I wouldn't. So let's get started. The first one is I'm just going to let him go in. He loves it in there. Kind of a standard mesh square backpack. It's got a couple side pockets that, you can put some gear in, a leash. I keep his leash on the other side. It's got a lot of openings here on the side, here on the top, here in the front, and another one on the side. Probably too many, but here we are. The brand is Apollo Walker, Apollo Walker. Again, kind of a standard square backpack. This is his sleeping bag. This is his sleeping crate, his sleeping bag, where he sleeps next to my bed. He's only 4 pounds, so I don't need anything super huge for him. But cons for this one, I would say it's not comfortable at all to wear. Um, it's also it digs into your back, like down here. It does have a waist strap um that you can put on that does take some of the weight off your shoulders, and it does have the chest strap as well, but there's not a lot of adjustments that can happen here. And there's also, yeah, see, I am, by the way, so I am about 5'2", and a 36D chest. So I mean, it's not terrible, but not super comfortable. This part kind of digs in, and I also feel like he moves around a lot in there, and so it just feels a little, I don't know, topsy-turvy, I guess, if you will. He feels a little unsettled, not quite as cozy. I do have a nice blankie, a big soft blanket in there. He likes to cover up with blankets, so he appreciates a blanket. I would think like a heavy coated dog probably would prefer like no blanket, which is fine. It's got like a little carpety kind of area on the bottom that you can undo and wash. Inside of that is just a little bit of it's not actual cardboard, it's the plastic cardboard. So even if they had an accident, he threw up one time, um, it didn't ruin it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him down. He really likes this one. He will just jump in it all by himself. And I'll take him out to show you the other ones and what I like and what I don't like. My daily backpack is this Kurgo G train, which I know a lot of people have this one. There are some real serious pros and some cons, in my opinion, to this bag. Um, he loves getting in this one too. It does open all the way in the front. So like if I'm somewhere and I would just want to leave it open, he'll just crawl in here and take a little nap, a little snooze. That's totally fine with me. For him, again, he's only 4 pounds. Even though there is a connection in here to connect to his collar or his harness, this hole just is a bit big. And he has jumped out and was connected, but I had to quickly like get out of it. So again, he's young. He just turned a year old. So he was even younger. He was probably only like 6 months when he did that. I think he was just kind of excited. When he's on my back, it's a little hard to get to quickly. The other thing, so again, these zip close, this zips close. The vents are on the side here, which it's the thing I like about this bag is people don't know you have a dog in here. It just looks like a regular backpack. They can't really see the dog through here or through here, which is kind of nice. Like you can go into stores maybe that aren't really maybe supposed to have dogs. So that's a pro, I think, for some people in certain situations. I would absolutely travel with this bag. You could absolutely travel with it in an airport, especially with him, he's smaller. My guess is probably 15 pounds would probably be the max I would put in this one comfortably. This one, super comfortable, very, very comfortable bag. This sits low enough on my hips that it actually does take weight off of here. I have had heavier dogs in here. And this, the chest strap, I can move it up and down. So that's nice as opposed to the other bag. I can tighten this up too. Again, I'm 5'2", like somewhere around 145 and a 36D chest to give you um just a frame of reference. I like this one because he doesn't jumble around so much, but he also, you can tell he doesn't have as much area. It's not as square to move around. So that is something that I wouldn't keep him in here for like long periods of time, right? A hike is fine, but I wouldn't like have him sleep in here at night. The other thing that I don't particularly like about this one is it's got a tip factor. So if I'm using this one in like my car, he will tip forward, even if he just shifts his weight just a little bit. I've had him fall over before. And the last thing I don't appreciate about this bag, again, because of the way that I use it, is that it does have extra storage. So there is a Velcro section back here. I'm just getting very excited. Velcro section back here. So you can put a laptop or iPad back there. But it also has this section behind him, which you'd think, oh, that's great, right? Put my stuff. It is, except that if I put like a jacket in here, it literally takes away from, let's see if I can show you the space that he gets. So I don't like that. So here, so you do it. Like if I put a jacket in here, this is what it does. It takes up his space and it's already kind of smaller. So if I put something in here, right, it takes up, see how much space. And then this closes a little bit to the side. So anyway, that is something I don't like about it. Because if I put my laptop in here, like I'm going somewhere, then it's taking up the already small space that he has. So I don't use that part of it because I don't like it. Because again, I want to give him enough space to move around and, you know, utilize his area and move around and get comfy, right? So those are the pros and cons. Let's see if I can show you. They'll let me switch this around. So you can see how when he's you want it closed. He wants it closed. Okay, here, I'll close it. I'm not gonna zip it. There you go. But if he comes forward, he will tip a little bit. These are his two favorite bags for sure. You want to hop in this one? There you go. There you go. Good job. You can see he really likes his bags. Okay, so the other thing good about this one though is the hard bottom. So you don't have to worry about setting it down in the mud or in the dirt, or if it's a little bit wet, you're all good there. The other one you definitely have to worry about. The third one that I'll show you is more like a day thing. This would not be um, flight friendly at all. The other two are flight friendly. And the last one I'm going to show you is flight friendly. This one goes in the front. Um, and I do like this one for like day trips. I don't know. Sometimes my shoulders they just get too sore having him like on the back, and especially if I use that, like if we're at like a little market or something and I use the bag to put things in. Again, I try not to, but I only have so many pockets, right? So this one's kind of nice. I feel a little bit, more equal. I can tend to him if he needs, a little tending to. I'll show you what he looks like in this one. Oh, hold on. There you go. We haven't used this one very much. Hold on, buddy. Don't be. He's okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Jump in. Go on. There you go. Get in there. Okay, clearly a little hard to get him in. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let me help you. I have, I make sweatshirts that he feels a little more secure in. This one has like, there you go, bud. I like this one because it's got like a little bit of a hard bottom, but it does stick out a little bit, right? It's not terrible. I've seen some that are really big. It's not terrible. You can, of course, adjust all the straps to make it more comfortable for you. This isn't quite low enough. I think it should be down here a little bit. But there is more room in here than like a crossbody carrier. I feel like my shoulders get sore with those crossbody ones. I feel a little off kilter. A little bit of storage for like my wallet, which is nice. We've done this at like market, so I can put my wallet in here and then pay people. Again, like you need something, you got to be able to put something somewhere. So, and he could stick his little head out here. He has laid down in here and gone to sleep. It's been winter here forever, so we haven't used this one very recently. So I can tell he's a little bit like, what are we doing? Because all winter we've been using the sweatshirt, haven't we? Which really kind of hugs him to me. Kind of, it's very cozy for him and he's kind of covered, right? So this one, I forget what the name is. Something like Pets KD, I think. What is it? Yeah, Pets KD. So it's decent. It's kind of nice for like a day trip. It's lighter. It's just less cumbersome. It's got a tiny bit of storage for like a wallet, which is great. Um, the last one I just got, he hasn't been in it yet. I got it for the reasons that I didn't like the Kurgo. I got this one and I'm hoping that I love it because I'm traveling. I'm going to be taking this one on a flight with me. So this one is Pet Spit. So got tag on it, Wild Path Pet Backpack. So couple things. It's more square, so it's much more sturdy. This is waterproof, which I like. Since I'm traveling with him actually on a plane, I can put some food and such down here, and it's not going to take away from his space that he has in this backpack. It's more square, so I do like that because it gives him, again, a little bit more space. And it does not have a spot for a laptop or whatever that is going to take away from his space. And I love that. I also like the vents on the side and the front. This has a vent on top, plus this one that can go on top to cover it. I don't know if you saw that. It's got the vent. This one then can cover it, and you still got vents on the side, so you're all good there. Quick little, cinch pack maybe for a water bottle over there. The thing that I think I'm gonna love about this one is if I use this as my daily walker. Um, this one, this one, the Kurgo is my daily walker. It's one I use every day. Well, we don't walk every day because he's too little. But if I use this as a daily walker, this actually comes off. It just velcros around the strap right there, so I have an extra thing that I can take off, taking off extra weight. And I think I'm really going to love that part as well for treats, leash, that sort of thing. I do find that in the other one where I have to put the leash and maybe treats and the food or whatever in that side pouch thing, um, it again, it pushes in on the inside and then takes away from his actual space. So he has not been in here yet. I already like it. I can tell because it doesn't tip over. It's very sturdy, like the other square one. It's very sturdy, so that makes me super happy. It does have these on the bottom for like extra bedding or whatever, like if you actually are hiking. So I like that because again, it's not taking away from the inside. So let's see if you like it, Benjamin. These are for, they said these are for like hiking poles. I don't need those, but I do carry dog gear with me. So do you want to see this one for a sec? So they can see what you look like in there. All right, so we'll put him in. And we'll zip this closed. See what feels on my back. I've tested out enough of these. I usually can tell pretty right away. So I'm going to go ahead and close this because I have a hoodie on today. Now, I already know that it's going to feel bigger like that first square one. because it's more square, which is what I wanted for traveling on a plane. Hello? So these are really go. Oh, and I like these, the way that they adjust. The other one, the channel that they stay in, it pops off. It doesn't break, but it pops off. Um, so these won't do that. These will just literally stay where I put them. So that's kind of nice. Um, so I'll attach this. Does have an emergency whistle on it, which I mean, not terrible. That's right there, like on my running pack that I use. Um, my water pack has one of those. So again, I am about 5'2", roughly 145-ish. Kind of have an athletic build, I guess, more square build. Well, I can say this needs to be lower because if it sits like the Kurgo sits down here, which I really, really like because it does actually take the weight off the shoulders. Um, this I don't really like at my stomach. It just feels much more awkward there and like it's not doing much. I do like it has these to hold the extra straps so they're not going crazy. I do like this. That's the other thing. Those other ones, I have a hard time. Like, look, it's really hard to get anything out of the side of these. Um, even like the water bottle. See if they sit there. Maybe if I loosen these up and it sits a little lower, maybe that's my problem. I try to put it on too high. I don't know. Those experts on hiking, let me know. I feel like the tighter it is to my back, the more comfortable I am. Anyway, I'm gonna have to adjust that when I'm off camera because that'll take too long. So it's not uncomfortable at all. Like, I need to tighten this up. I can tell that is bothering me. I know why they make these like this, but so they don't come loose, but it's also harder to just like pull and cinch tighter. Try that as low as it can go. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's good. It's good. I like that he has more room. I like that. Can you still tell that there's a dog in there? You can see him. So it's a little different than the Kurgo where you really can't tell he's even in there. Bigger, but he's pretty light. So like I don't have problems with like the weight of it. I just have more problems with like my shoulders getting tired after a little while. I can cinch this tighter. I will off camera, which I think will help to pull that in a little bit more. Just like I think my frame needs it a little tighter. I like that there's more cord though, because my husband can't, that black one. Oops, sorry, Ben. My husband has a hard time kind of getting his shoulders are wider to getting this on and off. So the Kurgo one he can get on and off. It's got longer straps like this one. So okay, so far, yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna test it out and go walking with it. Not today because it's snowing and super cold, and he doesn't like the cold. But yeah, I like it. All right, that's my review of 4 backpacks slash carriers. 3 of them are, well, I can't exactly say they're airline approved for sure, but they are, you got to look at your own, whoever you're flying with, to see what the requirements are for that. But I do know those 2 and this one qualify. The front one would not, obviously, they're not contained, so that one would not work. But yeah, so far I like them. I like them for different reasons. I don't like them for other reasons. And this one I think is going to be a good mix of all of them. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to give you my take on some of the details of some of these bags based on what you need, because I'm sure I'm not thinking of everything. So Thank you for following along on my first live here with a review of all these pet bags. I think I have a problem with bags. It's possible. I've done a review on water bags, like water pouches for running. Did a review on that once. I have a thing with bags, apparently. It just needs to be perfect. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.